So I noticed last night on my route that someone had left or tossed a small rolling suitcase bag, one of those small overhead type that has the rollers and the handles that extend out in the grass in the ditch. And so I left it go last night, both trips. If it's still out there after, 24, 26 hours, obviously nobody wants it. So I'm driving along and I see it. I'll pick it up. And because I have a guy that's temporarily homeless on the bus, he could use a bag. And so he's like, yeah, I'll take that. So he was happy to have that. And that's exactly what I need. So we start talking and he says, I'm temporarily homeless, but I'm working for $100 a day. Sometimes I only work 2-3 hours, picking up trash at a lot of these homeless encampments. He said it's crazy that they have all this time on their hands and they're living off the government. And people bring meals by, he said 2-3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, for sure lunch and dinner. People bring fresh sleeping bags by. He said, you're just enabling them. I can see what he's saying. And he said, we have them camped out on our property. He works for Bayard Enterprise. He said, get a job. You want $100 a day, go down there and pick up trash for $100 a day. Sometimes it's just 2-3 hours of work. And he said, and they're encamped sometimes on our property, and we try to get them to work with us, and they won't. They can make $100 a day picking up their own trash. Anyway, crazy. I was just talking to him. Interesting stories out here. Just last night I was driving home and I picked up this gal. Well, I had a couple blankets to hand out, so I handed her a blanket. She asked if she wanted one. She said, sure. You give me a ride for a short distance? I said, sure. And she, you're not going to kill me or anything, are you? And I said, no. And so I just take her a short distance. And she said her boyfriend kicked her out. Mind you, it's 13 degrees out last night. Kicks her out because he's upset with her. And she's just got a regular coat on and her colored pencil bag in her purse. And we're talking about dumpster diving. She says she does that sometimes. I says, what do I? I said, I find all kinds of good stuff. And so she felt like she wasn't quite so embarrassed by it, talking to me. And she said, we give this good stuff to Goodwill and to ARC, and they charge crazy prices for it. She said, one day I was at the ARC, and she said, I just filled up the cart and pushed it out the door and went down to the homeless place and just started handing out stuff to all the homeless people for free. She said, God forgive me. I said, you got to love her spunk. She said, back in the day when she was not homeless, well, she's not really, but, anytime her boyfriend gets upset with her, she's homeless temporarily. She said she'd wear 2 or 3 coats and she'd mittens and gloves, and she'd go down the streets at night and just hand out coats and gloves to the homeless. Sometimes she'd cook them food. I said, well, guess what? It came back to you. So she got a nice big blanket. So anyway, it's been an interesting couple of days. I've been saying, God, I need some news stories for my YouTube. So I guess I got them.